Okay, so we were talking. We're starting to do the initial consult, and I was kind of evaluating the dogs. Neither dog they don't really have any rules, so that created a little bit of I think a leadership issue where they kind of thought they had say in authority, and they could listening to the humans was optional. Now, Kaya was very ignoring the corrections. She was doing where she was going to do. So to be able to give ourselves a tool to use, I wanted to put a collar on her. As soon as I put the collar on her, she started getting a little bit anxious. I had her guardian put the collar on, and then we attached a leash. As soon as we put the leash on, she wanted to pull away, which is something she does not do with her guardian. Now, she started training it was in the military or just a military trainer?
Yeah.
Okay, military training, but had a little bit of issues with gunshots, so now she's in a new home. Sometimes this can create a bit of a friction between the two worlds, because one world I want to be an attack dog with a lot of rules and structure. Now I move into a civilian world and I have no rules and structure whatsoever. So she was pulling away and she was engaging her flight mode. She was starting to panic, so I let go of the leash. Then she started crawling up on top of her guardian, and let's go ahead and shoot her now. And this is where the guardian was sitting over here in the chair. And finally I asked him to get up because she was just so unnerved. She just wanted to get away, but she didn't know what she was even getting away from. So she's been in that chair for about 5 minutes now. She's doing some drooling and she's breathing extraordinary. You can see very heavy. Now, one of her ears has finally come up. Both ears were back, like the one that, if you're looking at this on the left side. So this just tells me that she's, as long as everything's going well, she's confident and good. But as soon as she hit a challenge, she didn't quite know how to deal with it. And so and the guardian was saying, "It's okay, Kai, it's okay, sweetheart." And that's better than petting. But if we pet the dog or try to engage with the dog when it's in a fearful state like this, we can actually reinforce and nurture this unbalanced state of mind, which is not healthy. And I'm guessing to the amount that the guardian was saying, okay, that this is probably something that's happened before. So whenever a dog gets like this, we want to not engage and pet with them. If we do have the ability to get a laser or a ball or take them for a walk, dogs get over things by literally moving forward. And dogs can really only think about one thing at a time. So if we get them moving forward out of the house, now we've changed the environment, which is a big factor that can really help. But we also you get them moving forward, and that kind of helps their brain kind of unlocked. I'm guessing right now she's kind of locked up in almost like in a feedback loop, and she's just going, what's going on? This guy came over and didn't let me invade his personal space, and I tried to jump up on him, and he corrected me for doing that in a way that I've never had happen before. They didn't put a leash on. I feel, I don't know how to feel. And so she kind of went through her repertoire. I'm going to try to jump up on the furniture, give myself some artificial height, and that didn't work. And then now I have the leash on. So we're just going to give her an opportunity to kind of relax and calm down before we start working with her again. And I just wanted to film this because she's just, you can see how heavy she's breathing. We'll go ahead and pan it back to her again. And even when the guardian was calling her, you can get her off the chair. And I even threw a treat up. There's a treat right in her lap right now. She won't take the treat. And you can see the lip licking is usually an indicator of a dog that's under a little bit of stress. And the quick breathing and the way that she's acting tells me that she's clearly under stress. So this is a situation, if I go over there and try to grab her and pull her off the chair or try to be physical with her, I could trigger a bite or a response. Or at the very least, reinforce a negative perception that she's got in her head. So now I see her ears are up. Her breathing is still fast, but it has slowed down considerably from where it first started. And she might be distracted because her roommate over here is looking out the window. So this is another good example of how dogs can only focus on one thing at a time. So now there's something else to focus on. Now I'm going to start kind of redirecting my attention there. So this is just a good, the video, I just wanted to make sure that we articulate that we don't pet or reinforce or nurture unbalanced behaviors in dog, whether it's fearful, anxious, excited, nervous, whatever it is. Take your dog for a walk, do something to distract it, throw a ball, use a laser, whatever you have to do to get the dog moving forward. When it's out of that frame of mind, then we can go back to petting it and doing all the rest of that fun stuff.